Welcome to EWU Zoom Instructions, Joining and Customizing a Meeting. In this video, we're going to be the host of a pre-scheduled meeting. We will be starting the meeting from a list of scheduled meetings, checking the computer's microphone and speakers, checking the computer's camera and video settings, joining the meeting, changing how the participants are viewed on the computer's meeting screen, changing how much of the meeting screen is covered, working with the participant's sidebar/window, and working with the chat window. We start by clicking the Zoom app button. It brings up the Zoom app. We go down to the meeting button and click it. Now we are displaying a list of scheduled meetings. To start the meeting we want, we move the mouse over the meeting so that the buttons appear. Click the Start button. A new window appears. Before joining the meeting, it's a good idea to check the audio. Click the Test Computer Mic and Speakers button. You are now viewing the audio settings window. Click the Test Speaker button and listen while watching the volume bar. Then use the volume bar to fine-tune the sound level. Now click the Test Mic button and begin speaking while watching the recording volume level. After a few seconds, the recording phase will end and the playback will begin. Based upon the recording volume levels and the speaker volume levels, you might need to tweak both settings. Note that moving the volume bar may not work at this particular moment. You do have to click on a little box that says automatically adjust microphone in order for the volume bar to function. That's one of those little gotchas you have to sometimes look for. It is now time to check your video settings. Click the video button on the left side of the settings window. You're now viewing the video settings window. This is what other participants will be seeing when your video is running. You have several options available, including some that are meeting specific. This gives you a chance to physically adjust the camera as needed. In this instance, we may be having a problem because an image is not appearing. It's interesting. Well, I do know that this particular computer sometimes doesn't work well when it comes to the video, so we're going to have to go to plan B as far as the narrator is concerned. But that's not a problem. Once you have everything set, click the X button in the upper right corner to close the settings window. At this point, you click the Join Audio Conference by Computer button. You are now viewing the Zoom meeting window. There should be buttons at the bottom and top of the screen. They will disappear after a few seconds. To get them back, move the cursor. Note that there is a number by the Manage Participants button at the bottom of the screen. This tells you how many people are in the meeting. In the upper right corner is a button that allows you to change how the participants are viewed. In this instance, gallery view is displayed. Up to 49 people or their names will be shown. The yellow band around a given image determines who is currently speaking. To change to the speaker view, you go up to the button, click on it, and you now have a system where the primary speaker is being displayed. Let's go back to gallery view. In addition to how you display the participants, you can also toggle how much of your computer screen the meeting window will cover. Click the full screen icon in the upper left corner to expand the meeting window. To return to less than full screen coverage, click the Exit Full Screen button or press the Escape key, which also works. Full screen mode can be useful when displaying the meeting on a projection screen. Next up, Manage Participants. Click on the Manage Participants button. In this instance, we have a separate window, so we don't want that at the moment, so we click on More and merge with the meeting window. This puts it in a sidebar. From here we can do several different things. For example, muting everybody's audio. We do have to confirm that we're shutting down their audio. We can also go back and unmute them because we may be having a small group in the conversation. In addition to doing things at a group level, you can also do things at an individual level by going up and mousing over the different participants. Here you have the mute capability, and you have other options available, including changing the person into a host, highlighting their video, and, well, something that you can explore. Then there are things where you can go in and rename. In this instance, since the moderator's video is not working, we'll just change their name to moderator and let them be anonymous. To return to a separate window, go up to the drop-down box and click Pop Out. From here, you can take the participants window and stretch it, move it around, and otherwise make it so that it's convenient for working with the participants, especially with a larger group. It can be very useful if you have a computer with multiple screens. Since we don't fit this demo, we'll go to More and merge back to a sidebar. Now we go to Chat. We go down to the meeting window, click on Chat, and we're there. One of the chat options is talking to everyone who's in the meeting. That's just a matter of making sure that everyone is checked in the To field and typing the message that you want to go out. Another option is to select a specific person. Here you can have a conversation that is not recorded, or at least reviewed to the other participants. Just make sure that you are sending it to a specific person and not to everybody in the world or the wrong person. That can be more than a little bit embarrassing. In this instance, the other person is actually a full classroom. So what we're doing is apologizing for the fact that the webcam is not working on this device, but that's fine. Now another option is to go out, click on More, and you can save the chat. So if there's some really interesting things going on, then they can be preserved. Then, as within regular chat or participants, you can separate it by going up to the drop-down bar and clicking on Pop Out. Note that both the participants window and the chat window can be moved around, resized, and otherwise reconfigured for better meeting control. This concludes this module on Zoom meetings.